Hello, wherever, whenever you are, and welcome back to QuestJunkiesUK. Welcome back to One-Shot Roulette. Round 2, ding ding, coming out swinging. We have this fine group of adventurers here, randomly generated characters, Ove, Friasriu, Ili, and Oeskosek. You're going to love that Roll20 random name generator.
Are you just speaking Infernal? What was that?
Excuse me. Okay. And yes, what a group of names, but what a group of people representing said names. Thank you so much for joining us. Unfortunately, Janet is under the weather and unable to join us, but we more than make up for it with these fine fellows. And thank you so much, everyone, for joining us. We shall do full-on intros and proper things in a moment. Welcome in. Lovely to have everyone in chat. Archie, how you doing? Chav, Laurite, thank you so much for yesterday. You helped us out so much. Sneaky Rogue Thief, speaking of fun times yesterday. And saw the Winchester brothers in there. Great to have you. Thank you, everybody. Awesome to have everyone in. Hey, Chuck, how you doing? Warrior coming in, joining us next week. Actually, Dag, you were saying about being a drow. Next week in the Gorman's Guide to Gastromancy one-shot, I am a drow that has been changed into a tasty mushroom. As I'm playing the Fey-touched morsel lineage in this new food-based book. It is going to be quite a good time. Thank you so much for joining, everyone. Great to see you. As most of you, I think, will probably be aware already, we are giving ourselves a little bit of a mission here beyond the randomly generated one, and that is to help out the fantastic Games for Love logo right here and all of the amazing work that they do. They are dedicated to helping out easing the suffering, saving lives, and creating sustainable futures for kids in hospital and in extended medical care. They offer 6 different core programs that provide gaming therapy, medical care, and STEAM opportunities to kids of various ages. The largest program is the in their ecosystem is the one that brings the gaming consoles and things into the hospitals to take the kids' minds off being ill. And they have gaming therapy that lets them kids be kids and gives them the time to rest up and heal properly. And of course, games being such an amazing distraction for tough times that we go through. Having had two stints in hospital myself this year, I can relate, and especially at that time in your life, that's such a time when you want to be out and running around and doing all sorts of things. So just the work that Games for Love does, helping them not only whilst they're in hospital, but also beyond that as well with the support and the help that they need. It is just incredible, and it's an honour to be able to be asked and to be able to raise funds for them and to do said thing with our good friends at the Superior Adventurers Guild. Dave, over in the far corner there, thank you so much for all the help and getting things organised, and I'm very much looking forward to seeing all of the adventures that you guys are going on as well. This event is happening on our 2 channels, so do be sure to check out all of that amazing stuff. And today we have round 2 of One-Shot Roulette. Randomly generated characters going to a randomly generated location to work through a randomly generated plot. Only one of those has happened so far. We need to get a location and plot, as we like to do here, right at the start of the session, and then dive headlong into that. But, as Streamlabs is very timely doing here, there is a way that you can be involved beyond the character generation that we've had already. If you are able, please do consider donating to this incredible charity, and in doing so, cause yourself some shenanigans in the game, or help as well. There are all sorts of options there. If you head on over to that donation link that's in chat, you can see the various options there. There are blessings of D4s, there are advantages, health potions, wild magic surges, disadvantages, but only for me, and other bigger ones. Auto crits. We had one of those this morning. That was amazing. And the chance to come and join us, please, as take a seat here at the QuestJunkiesUK VTT, if you were so inclined. So, yes, lots and lots of amazing things to throw into the game and throw at us here as we delve into this random adventure. Now, also, that will get you into the giveaway. And we've switched it up a bit this time, haven't we, Dave? We are not only giving you the regular, huge plethora of incredible prizes from our very generous sponsors, an incredible group of people jumping in, as always. The awesome folks over at Free League Publishing, Adventure Slang, CZRPG, Phoenix Dice, Dan Karn, Hero Forge Minis, World Anvil, Darling Creepshow, Idle Champions of the Forgotten Realms, Sirenscape, Trollord Games, and Lexi's Art as well, with incredible prizes to go into our grand prize draw. Every $5 gets you a ticket to jump into that. So, if you're able, please do donate, cause some fun, cause some shenanigans, and get a chance to win some incredible loot for your trouble. And as I said, we mixed it up a little bit. We did those grand prizes before. We were very lucky to be sponsored before as well by those wonderful people. But this time, they have been so generous that we have giveaways per stream as well. Today, we have a Hero Forge standee, a acrylic 2D beautiful standee of your originally designed character, be it one of your OCs or one for, timely for a Christmas present, maybe for an adventuring friend of yours, or for your good self as well. And we have a 2-month free Super Siren subscription to get access to all of the amazing things on Sirenscape, all of the music and the sound effects, not only for D&D, but for other games as well, Call of Cthulhu, different board games, science fiction stuff, fantasy stuff, absolutely incredible amount of things on there. So that is going to be given away just for today's donors. So if you want a chance to win one of those, please jump in and get into both of those giveaways. Tickets for both giveaways with every donation. And without further ado, let us jump into this. First, let us meet the players, the IRL players, and we'll hear about the characters and all that they entail in just a moment. But let's meet our players here. First, to my side here, Thomas. Welcome so much.
Thanks, mate. I really appreciate it. My name's Thomas. I go by Forgeling, and I'm part of Deerstalkers Productions One for All. I play a character named Archerus, and I sing and dance and prance around and hopefully annoy you on screens if you can observe it on the channel. And that's about all I do at the moment. So hopefully you see, enjoy, and go check out Deerstalkers pictures.
Thank you. Okay, yes, links in the chat over there, so jump in and give all the follows. Dennis the Gamer, it has been too long. Welcome back.
Hello, greetings and salutations. My name's Michael. I'm the Diddlesy Gamer, and I'm a professional TTRPG role player from Perth, Western Australia. I'm basically a glorified busker. Let's not pretend. I play D&D. I run games. I love sharing my love of gaming through wellness, and pretty much charities like this speak very close to my heart, and Phoenix is honestly one of the places that I love being a part of these charity streams and getting to hang out with equal-minded people who just have so much love and talent to give to stuff like this. So thank you for having me yet again. I cannot wait to delve into another fantastic QuestJunkiesUK original improv game.
It is always a good time. Thank you. Carrying around clockwise there, Dungeon Dave. Partner in crime.
Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for inviting me back to play this roulette game. I'm so excited. My name is Dave, Dungeon Dave, or DM Dave. I play games, produce games, and run games over on Guild Superior, and I'm honored to be partnered up with Phoenix on this amazing fundraiser. The Games for Love organization is so just a critical piece in wellness for children who are going through some really difficult times. So if you have the opportunity to contribute to the effort, please do. And I think we're gonna have a lot of fun. I'm very excited to play with these wonderful people here today. My first time playing with this group, so I'm excited. Thanks for having me.
Thank you. And last but not least, by any measure you care to employ, Patch.
That's me! I've been here the whole time! Wait, no, that's someone else's stick. Hi, I'm Patch. The usual face you see on Quest Junkies on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, and every other Friday here on QuestJunkiesUK. Just a Yorkshire guy trying to do his best, telling stories and making memories with some people, and always here to help support my dear friend QuestJunkiesUK and all the wonderful charity work that we do here. Always a pleasure, my friend.
Likewise. Thank you so much. Okay, so that's the real folk. We will meet their fantastic characters. We've had some comments in chat already looking at the stuff on screen. we do have some interesting combinations here. We'll hear all about them in just a moment. But before that, we need to roll ourselves a story. First, playing one-shot roulette for the first time, Forgeling,
Yes.
would you be so kind as to roll me a d20? Folks, if you're unfamiliar with with one-shot roulette, the location and plot of the adventure is as yet unknown to us. First things first, one of these 20 locations is where we are headed. There's all sorts of interesting spots in here. Roll me that d20, please. Where are we going today?
Get excited because this time we're heading down for a bit of a chill down in Icewind Dale.
Oh, okay. There you are. Perhaps your accent will come in clutch there. I did all of Icewind Dale, Yorkshire, when we did Rime of the Frost Maiden. Thank you. So, number 5, we're heading up to Icewind Dale. Okay. Forging and Dagwin, your Aussie cohorts over there. I went to Icewind Dale last time we were up there with One Shot Roulette was with Dreaded GM. So always a good time. Okay, what is in store for the 10 towns? Or is it somewhere a bit further out in the wilds of Icewind Dale? We shall see. Okay, right. So thank you everyone. Now, speaking of randomly rolled things and spinning things and dice and wheels and all that kind of thing, the lovely folks who gave us some subs and gifted subs while we were doing the character creation gave each of you a spin of the wheel. So we really should get that up and running. So you can get that in. Don't get too attached to this character, it might change. Not drastically. I think I oversold that to Brianna DeCosta in this morning's one. She's like, I was going to put on a cosplay, but then I didn't. I thought maybe the ancestry would change mid-session. I was like, no, we don't mix it up that much. But, so, Forgeling, you up first here. Spinny, spin, spin.
Excellent.
Thank you so much to Charlie, Scarlett, McClover for these subs. Art imitating life. Whoops, all charisma.
Oh,
Ooh.
okay.
This
Beautiful.
charismatic squirrel is so please get your character sheet there and double tap that charisma score and make it 20.
Wow.
Damn.
Lovely.
Frias Ryu, an advantage for you, Deck. You have an advantage.
I'll
And
take it.
Coming round for you, our centaur witch wizard. Dave coming in with a
Oops, all con. I'm hoping for.
wild magic surge.
Oh, even better.
Now we have a wild magic table for every different class. Oh, actually, I suppose we don't have witch. Sorry, that's very new. It just got released last week. We do not have a wild magic surge for witch, I'm afraid. So that'll be on the wizard table instead.
As long as a house doesn't fall on me, I'll be fine.
Yes, please roll me a D100, please. And whilst that's doing, a spin of the wheel for a patch as well. Welcome in, everyone. Hope you're doing well.
17.
Oops, all Dex patch. You might have not many hit points,
Oh.
but you might dodge out the way.
Okay.
That's 17,
Cool.
you said, Dave?
Yes.
A 17 on the wizard table. Okay. Please grab your little resource of choice and look up the spell Clairvoyance. Okay, you have the ability to cast the spell Clairvoyance, and you have to target it on something dangerous. Hey, McLover. Hope you have a great time. Okay. So yeah, have a quick look at what Clairvoyance does for you. If you go up to that little information tab on the top right in Roll20, you can search for any spell up there. Okay, so there we go. Spins of the wheel. There, sorted. Let me get that. That one's gone. That one's gone. 2 of those are gone.
That turned out great. How do you guys feel?
Well, I mean, I'm kind of jealous about how handsome your squirrel is now.
As we should all be, a handsome squirrel is nothing but a threat.
The bushiest of tails. Okay. All right. Let's see here. So that is our location, Icewind Dale. But what is going to happen? If any of you have the stream open, please minimize that window or avert your gaze for a moment as we see what's in store. Let's see here. Everyone else has played. You know what? I did this to Brianna this morning. Forgeling, you can be solely responsible for everything that happens today.
Oh no! Oh, come on.
Please also roll me a d10. I'm going to refresh this menu here so everyone can see I'm not cheating. A completely newly generated set of 10 random adventures.
I think. Oh, what have we got? Oh, a wonderful time. A really sort of calm day at a 7.
A 7.
A 7?
Okay, count them with me, folks. 1.
Where everything was settled and we all loved each other.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. We ignore the first part, so it might be true for some of them. the opening of it, because it gives you like a first class here. The PCs are egotistical wizards. Okay. But we ignore that first part because we let the dice determine the characters. So everyone still keep eyes off for a second, please. I'm just letting chat feast their eyes there. This is what we're doing today, folks. Okay. Noted. All right. Okay, there you are, folks. Feast your eyes. No spoilers in chat, please. Yeah, we always ignore that bit. I have night. I have the night. Okay, let's drop back so these people can come back to us here. Give that a little lag time there, but that will switch over again in a second. Okay, so please, as this bold group of adventurers sets out into the wilds of Icewind Dale, what is it that they see? Who is it that our audience sees here as we meet these adventurers? So let's go back round the other way. Patch!
Oh, starting with me.
Let's. Please describe your character. We can see that they're a plasmoid cleric rogue, but what does that entail?
So, Ilista Skevi, the plasmoid cleric of lust. A little bit of rogue seasoned in there, just for good measure. I think at the back of the group, trekking through Icewind Dale, is just sort of just sliding along. Currently not. They haven't decided what form they're going to take today yet, so it's just an amorphous purple blob of goop, which looks like it should be disgusting, but the more you stare at it, the more you kind of like, I hope this doesn't awaken something in me. There's just something about
That's
it.
hot.
And eventually it sort of rolls up close to the group and starts taking form as you know what, let me roll for it. They take the form of a gelatinous Aarakocra.
Wow. Noted.
Sorry, just gooey wings. Ah, no.
Just flapping gelatinous wings like a wacky waving inflatable arm flailing tube man.
Noted. Okay. Thank you. Yes. So they are a plasmoid in the form of Aarakocra.
At the moment, yes. Yes.
Okay. Anything else? What's the rogue part of this going on here?
They have a little bit of rogue, so they used to be somewhat of a private investigator, and then they found religion, and by religion, they found out what it means to get freaky, and kind of went with it. Had many intimate adventure across the realms, stopping off a little bit in the Astral Sea, having a bit of an encounter with specifically a Captain Ileana of the Opal Viper, which is a bug-like spelljamming vessel, and they had such an amazing time with them that they took the name Illy as tribute, and then found their way to Icewind Dale by some horny means. That's maybe we'll find out. We'll see what this group has to bring to the table.
And daggers left.
It's a great motivator, isn't it?
The only way to travel nowadays.
Yes. Okay. Thank you. Going background anti-clockwise. Oeskosek, our centaur.
Oeskosek, you see or you hear like the crunch, 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 crunch of hooves on snow as this spindly legged, sickly looking old centaur with a woolen hand knit toque and long scarf wrapped around its neck to keep it warm emerges from the shadows next to its strange gummy Orerkokra companion. Oeskosek is unfortunate backstory where this individual was cast away from the clan, its home clan, by its parents, Barbara and Timothy. They gave it some crazy name, so he's been cursed since birth, right? And along the way, he was adopted, we'll say, by a group of witches, and where they shared this strange arcane knowledge, harnessing the primordial powers and casting crazy spells and curses. And well, you know, Oeskosek wasn't into the cursing part of it, but like the spell casting, still a card-carrying member of the Coven of the Roiling Earth, but also has dabbled a little bit in the arcane powers of desire, having found perhaps a bottle, a strange bottle in one of the treasure hoards, rubbed that bottle vigorously, and what spewed forth was a wish granter of sorts, and one of the wishes was to gain power, and some of that power from that genie rubbed off on Oeskosek, and that's where we find ourselves now. A lot of pent-up energy, and I shall say this one additional very specific personality trait that's on my character sheet. I become cantankerous and quiet in the rain.
Okay, luckily nothing but snow up here, so we're okay.
Thankfully.
Amazing. Thank you. Okay. Friasryu. Sorry, it's right there. It's right there in the name.
I didn't see that it has woo at the end.
I was thinking about adding a hyphen just to really highlight it, but I didn't.
So standing before ye is a rather grizzled-looking sailor. An individual that looks like the salt in his blood is only tempered by the rage in his heart, as a drow stands before ye. A man that seems to be more predator than anything else. He is a loyal follower of his beloved captain, and a threat to all those that would take what belongs to them, what I stole good and proper first. I give heed to no lass, except, of course, the great oceans that be. And that is all I can really say about this rather ocean-faring drow. And folks, they call me Friasryu, but those near and dear to my heart simply call me Uwu. Yes. First mate Uwu to you, sir.
Amazing. Thank you so much. And last but not least,
dancing amongst the shadows of Uwu, and between the midst of the trudging of the centaur and the gelatinous wings of our Arakokran friend, scuttles across a little squirrel caped in a in leather bits and pieces of what seem like bark. You see it. He stands maybe about 3 feet tall, and he makes his way up to the front of the line in a sort of confident way, stamping his stick on the ground and ushering towards the horizon. You can see that he has a sort of gray muzzle with a bit of experience laced into his fur, and sort of a slight milkiness in his eyes as age has started to encroach him. And not Uwu. Sorry, I'm stuck on this.
That's be fine.
It's a captain thing.
Yes.
Oh, right.
Yes, no, you see, I spent 15 years in a Chinese finger trap, and that'll do things to a man.
The ship is about 7 of these wide.
We call them uwu yards.
It's like furlongs, but less.
Okay.
But-
Yeah, sorry, Thomas, go.
oh, no, that's fine. I'll get stuck in this.
2 old men, a jelly bird, and a pirate. Yes, indeed, Casanova.
Ooh, spiral.
Okay, so let me switch up the sounds here a little bit to relieve this cool. I love that first kind of 80s style, but intro music from the Icewind Dale stuff. It's great. Soundscape, everybody. We're giving away a subscription today. Every donation will get you a ticket. But let me switch up here. Oh, wrong one. Okay, now making things a little bit more frantic here. This is my my chase collection of music here, because our random generator has determined we begin in a chase scene, and as Ove, Firasryu, and Oeskosek, as you were seated in one of the taverns, enjoying the warmth of the fire, especially Oeskosek with your coven of the hearth, the roiling hearth background here. Nice to be back by the fireside. You were all enjoying yourselves and being very warm. You haven't seen Illy for quite some time, but then you just see them just like jelly kind of Aarakocra-like wings flailing. Patch, thank you for giving me this. As he comes running downstairs from some of the upstairs chambers, and you see an actual Aarakocra behind him. He's like, "Don't you know I am one of the higher-ups at the prison here in Icewind Dale? They don't call me Magister Jonathan for nothing. Get out! I will not stand for this insolence. I will not have any of your lusty ways."
Hey, look, all I'm saying is I thought you were a nice bottom, but maybe I was wrong.
He's just like, 10 gold for anyone who locks them up in Revel's End. And you just see a bunch of the local 10-towners just like, "Oh, yeah, we'll do that. Yeah, me too. Bloody hell, it's gonna." And there's like they start brandishing their their tankards and things, and all start
You
coming
can see,
after
you can see amongst them, you can see Uwu standing up. He's got a pitchfork. 10 gold. That
Ooh,
be
you
still-
couldn't afford me.
Well, I could if I win the 10 gold for handing your hide back into your bottom over there.
Oh, you'd
Oh,
love
we
to get
have
a hand on my
changed.
hide, wouldn't you? Let's go!
Run!
Okay, so this is going to be just a little kind of skill challenge thing here. What skill or what ability would you like to use to try and escape first this vicious mob right here in the tavern before you? Everyone turns to characters
Quickly learning what we can do. I will use my amorphous form to slip between like tables and cracks and floorboards and walls and
Absolutely. Okay.
Yeah.
Illy, there is a bundle of these drunken 10-towners waiting at the bottom of the stairs for you. They're like, "All right, that's him. Right, get him. And as you get to the bottom of the steps, you just kind of like flow down the last ones and then through between their ankles and off, sliding across to your friends there. Okay. Ove?
yes.
Kosek? Can we call you Kosek, Dave?
That would be just fine. Kosek
Thank
is
you.
perfect.
So Ove,
Kos-
Uwu, Illy, and Kosek. Okay.
Kosek is going to use a bit of persuasion, perhaps, to slow the angry horde.
Okay. Folks, if you
Good
want to donate,
peoples of Icewind Dale, of course this is a mistake. My gelatinous friend is nothing but a lover, not a fighter. Please.
well then, we're
Be
sure
reasonable.
he'll love the interior of Revel's End. Come on, get him. Roll me a check, persuasion. See how we go.
Oh, that's going to be a 12.
A 12. Okay. We roll on their end of things. See what our DC is. How greedy are they? How drunk are they? A 2 on my end on the dice. Okay,
Oh.
so you see a bunch of them around you, Kosek, around the centaur here, gathered here, and it's like he's got a point. Yeah. Love really does deserve a chance. and so those ones have chilled out and like turned back to their pints in the fire. Ove, ooh.
Amidst all the rabble, there's a sort of a gelatinous trail as this Aarakocra has traced, like, almost seems like a glimmering snail.
Oh yes, snail trail.
So careful to avoid this, but definitely following along. Ove is going to jump off his seat and sort of wander and scamper off, ducking and weaving between the tables, just keeping it nice and light. A small nod, a greeting. Try to keep it very casual.
Okay. Would you like to go athletics or acrobatics on that?
I would love to go acrobatics.
Athletics.
For a 13.
Nice. Okay, let me see the contested acrobatics here. As these people, it's like one of those scenes where you're kind of like sliding over tables and like making your way between them, and there's people like diving after you. Like a couple of them like miss and like hit each other behind you instead. That is going to be a 7 for me. So yes, you are able to avoid the grasping hands and the drunken advances, as it were, of these patrons. They're like, all right, come back here, you. No.
Sorry, I didn't mean to.
Yes, lovely.
Oh, good. You have a clammy hand.
It's the temperature difference. It's very cold outside. And you good self? Are you going to deceive them that you're one of them?
Kind of. Uwu is running with the crowd after his companions, and as they're getting closer, because there are a few that are a little faster than Uwu is, he suddenly stops and he goes, "I cast Pummel Stone!" And I pick up a brick and I just whang the person in front of me with this brick. I'm not actually casting Pummel Stone, I'm just hitting someone with a brick I found.
Okay.
And I turn around and say, "Hands off the booty, you scabby sea bass!" And I'm gonna basically just, being violent.
Okay, are you, you can make a melee attack or a deception check. Your choice.
Melee attack. Yeah, I'm going to go with a melee attack. All right, that is a 14 on my dice, followed by my attack, which is
Unarmored. This will be a strength. What's your strength bonus?
my strength bonus is 0.
And you can add your proficiency. I'll say a pirate has got to be proficient in this kind of fight.
Oh, cool. So that is 17 to hit.
Nice. Okay. So as you clock one of them on the back of the head, just as they're about to grab Ove, as they go sliding over a table there, and he's like Full's like, "Oh, he did! He pummeled me! He pummeled me!" And
I'll give you another one. Come here, you! And I'm gonna chase after. I'm gonna chase after Illy, but also be escaping.
Okay, thank you. So you managed to pacify, avoid, go through, and knock out the various people immediately around you. But the rest of the patrons are kind of surging towards you as you make out of the door. You burst into the frigid exterior of Icewind Dale. The wind's whistling around. The flurry of snow almost kind of drives back the pursuers a little bit as they're like, "Oh!" And people are sort of grabbing cloaks and things. It's like, 10 gold, I know, I heard it, 10 gold, yeah, Jonathan said. And they just go chasing out after you. You're into the streets, the crunch, crunch, crunch of snow underneath boot and hoof is accompanying your hasty retreat as you go out into the main street here. There's just a few 10-towners bundled up against the weather, curious about what's going on here. There's some eruption from this tavern in the middle of Brimshanda here. And do you have a running order here? Do people swing up onto Kosek's back?
I mean, if you guys are looking at Kosek, who's running now, kind of caught up with you a little bit, it's sort of like that classic Bambi scene where his legs are like slipping out on the ice, you know, and it's like, oh, you know, I was just getting warm, Illy. God dang it!
Is it safer on your back or on the ground? Move your legs, sir.
You're small enough. Jump, will you?
Well, jump on you. We've had this discussion.
We've done this many times, I'm sure of it.
Just watch where you're going, you horse's arse.
He's really committing to this pirate bit, isn't he?
Only Illy's been forbidden from jumping on, okay? So everyone else is okay.
I know my place.
Yeah, it's happened before. You gotta have consent, Illy. Come on, consent.
Hey, he consented. He just didn't realize what he was getting into.
Okay. So you leap onto. Oh, Cassado, thank you so much for that sub. Who would you like to give a spin of the wheel to, Cass? Thank you so much. Thanks for the follow too. Okay, so Uwu, you're just legging it on your own.
Are there still people following us?
A few, they're kind of grabbing cloaks and things. They're kind of nervous to run out into the cold.
You weaklings! I'm going to cast my most powerful spell. Behold, as I command the very elements themselves, as I reach to the skies and cast drizzle.
Oh no, Cossack!
A 20-foot area.
I hate it when he does this.
Cossack, no!
A 20
told you not to make it rain.
A 20-foot area, not large enough body of water to drink or even put out a fire of any size larger than a candle, now just sort of drizzles onto the area. But in freezing weather, it is able to create thin coats of ice, which I'm going to now cover everyone's clothing in slightly damp ice.
Okay.
Yeah. Aha! Bar, behold my mild inconvenience.
Noted. Now, Uwu, have you got chat open?
I.
Could you type for me exclamation roll and a space and then the number 28?
Is there a space between roll and 28?
Yes, please.
That'd be 12.
12. Okay. Thank you. As you dash out into the streets here, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Okay.
We appreciate.
You're from underneath the eaves of this inn building here. There is a opening of carapace and a buzzing of wings. As Uwu, your trusty companion that was just being rolled on the spin of the wheel from Cass's sub there, your trusted beast companion that is a giant fire beetle, just comes like swooping down from the eaves of the inn here.
Polly, my trusted companion.
Squawk!
Yes. Arr! Is Polly big enough for me to ride?
I would imagine not.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, small.
Okay, that's okay. Polly okay, yeah, Polly can cling to my back and then just like plop this beetle head on my shoulder,
Yep.
drool kind of pouring down my leather jacket.
Aw, cute.
As its wings sort of beat up, like, there have you been? What have you been up to? Cheating at poker, I bet.
Polly wants some tree sap.
Oh, Polly will get some tree sap when we find some goddamn trees in Icewind Dale.
Fair. Okay, so you go hoofing it. Sorry, Cossack, if that's inappropriate. Into the streets and off out towards the outskirts of Rimshanda here. Okay. So let me think here. I need all of you to give me a Constitution saving throw. Oh, Penton, I hope you've got headphones. We're going to wake up your cat otherwise.
I doubt a dirty
thanks for the
one.
sub.
No, I don't know what that did.
Yeah, you do.
Easy,
Dirty
easy.
one.
Hey, Penton, who gets a spin of the wheel? Polly the giant fire beast.
Hey.
I got a 4.
A 4, okay.
I got a 5.
5.
Oh,
Wow.
Oh, 10 can't be the highest.
It is the highest. Okay. I should use my white dice here for the frost damage as you all ran out without your cloaks and things. Oh, a D4. That is 4 cold damage.
No.
I would maybe like to position the fact that I have a fire beetle on my back and it might be warm.
I will give you advantage.
Oh, yes. Okay.
I am almost bloodied.
Yep.
All right. Well, thankfully it was an 8.
Oh,
Oh no, sorry, an 11.
Oh, okay, that's enough.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Oh, is it?
Ove and Uwe, you're okay. The rest of the other
Okay.
Ilya and Kosek, the ones with the least hit points, take 4 damage. Sorry, guys. And you said the fact you said you're almost blooded there, Ilya. Is this the point where I read the part of the random story generator that says partway through there is a big fight scene?
Of course. It's fine. I'm a cleric.
Absolutely.
I'm sure the random generation has given me plenty of healing spells.
Of course. Hey, Pen, who gets the spin of the wheel for that sub there? Thank you so much. Okay, so the cold getting to our spellcasting friends down there. The Rangers are okay. Go figure. And you manage to gallop and run and ooze your way out of Rimshanda and lose yourselves in the swirling blizzard that is around here as you take the time to properly equip yourself and don your winter robes. As we just quickly do this.
This be not where I parked my boat.
We haven't seen your boat in weeks.
Aye, 'tis true.
The boat or the
honestly,
crew.
Feels that many of mine proficiencies may be quite pointless in this one shot.
Now, remind me, exactly what was the disposition of the crew when we left them in the ice flowage?
Ah, I remember it well. We said that we were going for help. That was 2 months ago. They may be a bit sour. But some rum and some hearty tales, and I'm sure they'll be fine.
Are you the crew of the Dark Duchess, which is like lost with its crew all just dead out in the
I
ice
might
floe?
be the first mate of that ship.
Aha. Knew it.
Whoops.
Dark Duchess, Italy, isn't that someone we know back from, where was that again? The Dark Duchess.
Oh, she was the one. She taught me how to do shibari. I remember.
Ellie,
I can't imagine you doing shibari. I think you're just sort of. It'd be like trying to stuff a sausage down a blender.
There was a
Aye,
giant
aye.
ball of
You can
yarn.
certainly try.
Well, you know, the captain was very good with knots. I do remember that.
Illy, speaking of the Dark Duchess, that is the name of someone that you were sent up here in search of. It is the powerful, if slightly sadomasochistic, necromancer that you know dwells in their sanctum, as they'd like to call it, here in the frozen north.
Oh, that's sexy, the way you said that.
Thank you.
Do it again.
No.
I hope this
Come
does
on.
awaken something in me.
So, Illy, are you saying that we came all the way up here, sacrificed the crew of the ship, just so that you could get trained in more S&M stuff?
I mean, that's kind of my religion. It sounds like you're being a little judgmental of my beliefs here, friend. We
How did
talked
we get
about this.
coerced? How
Sounds
did we
like
get
a quest.
coerced into your pilgrimage?
I mean, we've had a good time, haven't we?
All right, we had a good time. That's a good
It
point.
has been fun. It has been
Yeah.
I
fun.
have found a brick.
That spelling cast
Exactly.
was quite
What's up?
impressive, by the way.
Oh, thank you. I can't take all the credit. 'Tis a fine brick. I shall name it Douglas.
You're not very good at naming things. So what's your beetle called again?
Yeah, Polly.
Polly?
But listen, let it be known that pirates have great naming sense. Skullport on Skull Island, right? Okay,
Woo.
'Tis a proud name. My mother gave it to me.
Really? It seems like she should have pulled it out of a hat or something. It was randomly generated.
Yeah.
It's the luck of
No,
the draw.
my mother would never do that, nor decide my entire occupation and kill a career based on the
Actually,
same generator.
I think Illy would know exactly what your mother does.
Oh my.
And then you
fired.
see this like just audacious look from Uwu as he looks at Illy. Do you know about my Mima?
Well, that's a loaded question. I know what she likes.
I'm gonna brick him. I'm gonna.
Fair, fair.
I start chasing Illy again.
Thank you. Okay, so
But I legit don't know what we're doing. We're in the blizzard now.
you are out in the blizzard. Making
This is
your way.
Icewind Dale in the wild.
Freezing out here.
Dave, what did what was the deal with clairvoyance?
Clairvoyance is that I can set up a sensor either to hear or see, and then I
Perfect.
can sort of like sense through that.
Okay. Yeah, Pen. Please, because you subbed there, one of the players gets a spin of the Wheel of Shenanigans, which has lots of fun things on it. So please choose one of these lovely players to get a spin of the wheel, please. Okay.
Spin the wheel.
The Ranger Rogue. Okay, the Ratatosk Ove. You get the spin of the wheel.
Beautiful.
Thank you,
Lots
That
of
wheel.
Okay. Hey folks, look at that. We're so close to a quarter of the way to our goal already. If we can get to 1,000 tonight, that's going to be so amazing. If you're able, please donate. Oh, you'll have to see it. Wild Magic Surge, Ove.
Oh, lovely.
Would you like it for the Ranger or Rogue?
I would like it for the rogue, please. My
Okay.
1 point in rogue.
Give me that D100.
Sure. Let's go with a
We have a Wild Magic table for every different class.
41.
A 41 on the Rogue table is...
The ice clears.
right.
You
Okay,
steal it.
excellent. Nice. Please, you can trigger this when you like. It's usually triggered by initiative being rolled in the
Okay.
channel here. For the next minute, after you trigger it, you are invisible to all creatures that do not know any of your names.
Oh, as a party?
So these guys know your names, but no, just you, I'm afraid. Sorry.
Okay.
Just the
Beautiful. All right.
Yes, but yeah, if they don't know your name, they cannot see you at the start of combat, which will be fun for sneak attack and the like. Excellent. Okay, so as we gallop out here, Illy, yes, you you put aside thoughts of that feathered Adonis and the access that they had to manacles and all sorts of fun things at Revel's End, and you remember why you are up here. You remember that the rogue, corrupted unicorn that those idiots from Candle Keep unleashed on the world has come up here in search of a dark artifact, and they must be stopped. But the whereabouts of this corrupted unicorn are known only to the Dark Duchess, the Necromancer. Aggressive, and yet the only one with this information. You know that Kosek has a trick up their sleeve that they can use to create a sensor, a scry on a dangerous artifact. So if you can get the name of this thing you're looking for from the Dark Duchess, then you will be able to find its location and intercept this corrupted unicorn. Everyone check out our Candlekeep Mysteries of VODs on YouTube if you want to see how that unicorn was created. Hashtag blame Daisy. Okay. So.
I convey that to the crew.
Okay. Yes, you have this. This is your plan to do this all along. You're getting some supplies and taking a rest in Brimshanda before you continued onto your journey. There is out here towards the mountains beyond the 10 towns a beautiful obsidian fortress, which is the abode of the Dark Duchess. So, hey, Phantom. You want to make your way towards that?
I believe so.
Okay. So, let's see here. Okay. Yes, you make the journey. It is fairly unpleasant. Although having Kosek to ride and up and out of the snow is much quite helpful. And I'd say Ove, because Ove is so small. I'd actually say probably the three of you could probably travel on Kosek's back.
No, I don't think three of us can. Jelly can drift through the snow.
Okay.
I don't want to be
Messy, isn't it?
Yes, no, I think that Illy might need to walk on this one.
Yeah, or flap, just also 20 feet away.
Yeah, somewhere out of what we deem the splash zone.
It's
Yes.
fine. Don't worry about it. I got it all figured out. I'm gonna.
Yet I'm entirely and only worried about this.
For those keeping tally, that is 2 one-shot roulette sessions and 2 splash zone references. Okay.
I
We
am
go 3 for 3.
just because I want to use some of these useless spells, I'm going to cast Conjure Ferryman.
I
Which-
think that's the title of that. What does that do?
So basically, it conjures a ferryman spirit with a boat on a nearby riverbank or shore that will take me to my destination.
Perfect.
Then this is the moment where I realize that the boat is summoned and is immediately stuck because we're surrounded by ice.
Ah, but what is a kind of glacial shifting of the ice, a flow, if you will, if not just a frozen river?
It's like they say the ale must flow.
That takes me back. Okay, you to the ice window. Okay, same thing. You conjure this ferryman, and he appears a cowled figure in a simple wooden vessel that perches on the snow and ice, and in front of it, 12 spectral hounds. As I switch.
I'm Dancer! I'm Prancer!
Here they are. God bless Sirenscape. We do have good boys.
Y'all just saw him summon demons, right? I mean, I'm not making this shit up, am I?
We all have our demons, Uwu.
But
These
I
are
thought he
just
worshipped the
tangible
god of
demons.
lust.
Have
Have you seen him with those beasts?
Please someone
Yeah.
get
No, I
I don't want to touch
Count
any
yourself
of them.
lucky then.
I-
Count yourself lucky.
I so
pack
want that
mentality.
out of context. We all have our demons. Ooh. Just that. No context, please. Okay, fantastic. And so, the ferryman with a plasmoid standing regally defiant.
No. I'm laid down, like, all relaxed. Like, you guys wanted to walk without me, so I'm taking the ferry.
Yeah, well, meanwhile, I've got these two on my back. When did I become a beast of burden of this party?
Get everyone!
when you bird.
I'm still grumpy about that rain. That drizzle of yours has got me.
You just hear from the distance as Ellie's pulling away. If you think about it, ice is just like hard rain.
Hey, that's okay. Look, if it'll make you feel better, come here, Polly. I start like blow drying him.
I do feel better. Thank you very much, Uwu. You've made up for it. Now, do me a favor and say "Hya" in your best pirate voice.
Hyar!
Perfect.
Galloping.
Okay, so this, as our view pans back from this gliding sled boat and a galloping centaur with a drow and a squirrel on his back. A couple of people, it seems, are still coming running from the village behind you, and one of them is like, "It isn't Drizzt, I'm telling you, it's a different drow!" And someone's like coming chasing after you there, Uwu, but seems to have gotten the wrong end of the stick. Okay, now, you said this automatically goes to your location, Illy?
Let me bring it back up and see what it says. Probably not, actually, but
I mean, you know where you're going anyway, so you can give directions from your lounging position there.
so it lasts for an hour.
Cool.
Yes, it will take me where I need to go.
Excellent. Okay, so yes, onwards to the Obsidian Tower, and goes whooshing out away from the towns and towards the mountains here. Okay, now, after travelling through in a kind of grim but determined silence, you do start to see shapes in the snow, and you do see bluffs of dark stone breaking up the white of the snow and ice as the mountains and cliffs come into view, and perched on the edge of this precipitous ravine, clawing up towards the white sky, like a hand reaching up from the earth itself, you see the tower of the Dark Duchess, and make your way through the snow and arrive at the gates. There is a large kind of it's like the handle on a whip which is the knocker on the door. So, and then the flails of the cast iron trails of the whips are over the door in a decorative motif. And you like gunk, gunk, gunk on the main door there, and after a small wait, you hear the patter of feet, and the door opens, and a very interesting sight greets you as you see a cluster of 4 Sahurgwin in little leather-strapped outfits and ball gags in their fish mouths. They're just like,
Oh, we hit the jackpot.
It appears as though she was expecting us.
Well,
This
she's
is-
expecting someone.
4 of us.
There's going to be a really slow turn from Ove's squirrel face to look directly into Uwu's eyes and just be like, why? Why did you... Why?
Look, don't blame me for any of this. I got no hand in whatever this general thing. And you realize I'm actually just pointing at Illy. At any of whatever this happens to be. I am not responsible for... What are you all doing here? I yell at the Sahajin, who are clearly ball-gagged and can't respond.
bulging like fish eyes. You know, these are the fish folk, right? The Sahagin. The bulging eyes like go wide, and they're just like gesture with their flippers.
They want us to go... You're telling us to go inside.
I think they're telling us to come.
Now you're getting it. And I'll start walking in.
Okay.
I'm going to dismount. Feel like I just need to be prepared to mount when we get in, so I'm just gonna...
As you do, Uwu, 2 of the Sahagin come rushing over and like they bend their backs beneath you.
Oh, don't you run at me.
No, to step on. To step on.
What do you... this is so strange. Right, I'm just going to... Oh, their bones are squishy. All right, here we go. Just...
As your booted feet grind into them, you just hear a muffled, thank you. And leap down onto the shiny, glistening obsidian floor, lit by guttering
Remember when
torches.
Icewind Dale used to have giant robot dragons? I remember when there were giant robot dragons in Icewind Dale.
Those
Good
days.
times, those, you know? Creepy Sahaj and ball gagging. God damn. And I'm just gonna mush my head inside.
Okay, so the door behind you as you enter into the Duchess's realm, and your boots click on the obsidian floor as you make your way into the depths of her boudoir. Let's switch up here. One of the Sahagwin is kind of like bobbing along in front of you, just like skittering along, and they reach a kind of audience chamber, if you will. Sometimes it's almost a little disorientating trying to kind of see everything, just because it's just like black obsidian on black obsidian. It's like, where does the column finish and where's the space between them, and it just kind of blends in with the floor, just reflecting the torchlight behind it. It's just the little pinpoints of light, the reflected torchlight, that gives a sense of depth and shows kind of where these things are. And you see there, upon the Chardolin throne that she has fashioned for herself, the Sahagin matron that is the Dark Duchess, in a very tight-fitting bodice and a high-necked, almost corset coming up, with her kind of fish head poking out the top. Ah, Illy. It is a delicious day that you deign to grace me with your company.
I think Illy does a little spin, and their form changes from the Aarakocra to match the Dark Duchess. And Illy steps forward. Oh, hello. It's been some time.
Much better than just a reflection in the obsidian, thank you. Are these... a centaur? Illy, you spoil me.
No, sorry. Taken.
Spoiled.
Not by us.
Just as a generality, not.
I mean, I know
available.
with this lack of light, it's hard to tell orientation, but nope. just comrades.
Gums.
Oh my god, they were roommates.
So... then, of course... Sure, sounds good. Sorry, be loud, everyone, excuse me. Then, yes. Oh, yes. One who has come to teach me the delights of the Underdark. She
No,
looks...
you'd best be getting that idea out of your head, you troublesome strumpet. Okay, listen here. We are only here for one thing, and that is to find some measure of troublesome magical beastie and be on our way, okay? Now, any of these delights you speak of, you need to be having them on your own or with those strange little men with the tiny ball gags.
Illy used to be much more fun.
I'm fun when I get what I want.
Well, what is it?
Well, and I'll take a step forward, and do they have people surrounding them like some of these Sahagwin?
There are a couple, yes, yeah.
Okay,
She has a drink balanced on one of them.
of course. You see this ethereal light emanating from Illy as I'm going to use Channel Divinity. Lustful Distraction.
Okay.
This is where the voice change is definitely noticeable. I need everyone in front of me within 30 feet to make me a wisdom saving throw, DC 12.
Okay. Just a moment, please. Okay, the Sahagin don't, the Duchess does make it.
Of course. I'm here for a name. You give me that name, I'll give you whatever you desire most.
And what does it do to the Sahagin, by the way?
So they are compelled to devote all their attention to me for 1 full minute. They have disadvantage on wisdom perception checks to perceive any creature other than me, and
Wow.
I have advantage on my charisma, deception, or persuasion checks to further influence their behavior.
Fantastic.
So I'm taking her followers, basically.
Right? Yeah, they kind of like leave her drink clatters to the ground, and they kind of start fawning around you. And she's like, oh, how dare you!
This is true power, darling. Give me the name and we'll have no trouble.
I knew this was going to be the end of the party when you arrived in our little soiree. It is the item, yes?
Of course.
The unicorn is searching for the rod of ghastly might, for its master, Larloch.
Sounds like quite a mouthful. Not in the good way.
In Roll20, I can show you a picture. There it is.
Oh, that's far less phallic than I thought.
I apologize.
Still pretty phallic.
I mean, when it is, but then you look at
use
the
your
start of the description, and it starts with the knobbed head.
Chat. Sorry, I can't show you chat as well, but it's this one here. skull topped stuff. Yeah. Okay.
The bone rod. Yes, let's find the bone rod.
Yes.
It is a legendary evil item, and if Larlock gets their hands on it, it would be not a good thing. Although Larlock's rather busy down in Chult at the moment.
So, opportune moment then.
She's like, there, that's it. That's all the information I have. Now, if you don't give me back my toys, I shall have quite the tantrum.
You're cute when you're angry.
When you get what you want, to come and pay another visit.
I'll think about it.
And bring your friends.
But I think I'm going to have my hands quite full with this dashing group I have with me. And our new help, of course. I'll just, like, clap, and the Sahagwin will rally round.
Yep, okay, fair enough. I'll say so. And she's like, get out, your holiness.
Well, I do put the hole in wholesome. Right, let's go.
It's just stuck with the holiness part.
Holiness.
yeah. There's no wholesome about it. Okay. And she's like, the pirates can't stay.
How you can belay thoughts like that? I'm leaving. I'm just.
Yeah, you've heard tales of these Sahagwan.
Oh yes,
maidens.
Salty sea devils they are. But
Okay.
once they lock you in your embrace, they'll never let you go.
Okay, now.
My mother was a sergeant.
So half elf, half drow, half Sahagwan.
That's terrifying.
Just want.
Drow with big bulging Sahagwan eyes.
Yeah.
That's it. Just eyes out to the side. Every now and then I'm
Real-life
just struggling to
caricature.
breathe.
Wow.
You guys can see a low light? Yeah.
Actually, there is a thing I've got, which is a whole weird thing that now has been made a million
Great.
times funnier. Yeah.
Another
Okay.
weird thing.
Another weird thing. I got lots of weird things. As we head out, now correct me if I be wrong, but we know that the unicorn be after this rod of knobbiness that you speak of, but where do we find this goddamn bone rod?
Kosek, your ability to cast clairvoyance on a evil, dangerous item within a mile is going to come into play here.
Aye, but what are the odds that it's going to be within a mile? Let's not be ridiculous here. The sheer unfathomable odds that we happen to be within a mile are just astronomical.
We might as well give it a try, though. Be quite interesting.
On the off chance.
The off chance. I'll give it a try. I'm gonna
Okay.
use the ability. Who knows? Maybe it's close. We don't have any other leads, do we? Well, that Sawajin looks like he's on a lead, but other than that,
Okay, so you concentrate and let your arcane powers leave and spread out in the vicinity, and you feel a ping. It's nearby. There is a dark
coincidence.
cave, and you could see purple lightning illuminating the interior of this, and some faint bioluminescence of cave fungi. And just when I get a chance to stay on stream, hats off to Larian for their depiction of the Underdark. Incredible. In Baldur's Gate. Looks so good. And you see a cave, and you see this kind of purple flickering as this lightning plays around this this black-coated unicorn, a corrupted-looking thing that is making its way into the cave. looking for the item which you sense nearby. And you know the direction to that sensor, and it is further along into the mountains here.
I will relay this information to the party, but I will add some embellishments to kind of sex it up and sort of make it more enticing to Illy.
Now you get it.
Really focusing on the bioluminescent slime and just dripping wet condensation and those sorts of things. And then I will say, we must make haste. I've got 10 minutes for this damn thing. Let's get there now. Hop aboard. I'll kind of get down
Illy,
a little bit lower.
Illy, you can take any form, correct?
Reverts back to the Aarakocra form. Well, yeah, which one?
Oh, god damn it, no. I mean...
I can be whatever you want me to be.
Uwu was saying that there's not much room on the back of Osek, and that they would love to just ride a variation of a centaur. So if you could take the form of a centaur, I believe that Osek would love that.
I can certainly try.
All right, come, let's go away.
I will try and take the form of a centaur. I don't know if I can, but
Sure, why not?
yeah, gelatinous centaur.
He watches Uwu. Uwu just starts shooting daggers at Obey.
Fair.
I'm sorry, I'm old and blind and senile. I don't know.
By the way, here you are. This is what Kosek saw in the cave.
Oh my.
Oh.
Oh my. Oh,
That's
no
a good-looking horse.
Yep.
Okay.
It kind of turns Kosek on a little bit, to be honest with you.
Super friendly.
Yeah, at what point is it bestiality?
I
For a
mean,
You.
cousins. We're
Depends how much
cousins,
fun you're having.
which is maybe worse.
Okay, so you make your way out once more into the cold with a couple of Sahagrin in tow. So you have some minions now as well. And let's see here, Sahagrin. And let's see here. Okay. Yeah, I think the Dark Duchess's minions would definitely be Sahagrin Blade Masters, right?
Hell yeah.
My goodness.
I'll give you two Sahagrin Blade Masters for your trouble.
Amazing. I may survive combat.
Okay, so you head back out into the snow and along the edge of these mountains here and into one of the ravines that slices into the rock of this volcanic range, and at the back up, stark against the white of the ice and snow, almost hidden behind a frozen waterfall coming down off the mountainside, you see the dark interior of the cave mouth beyond it.
Well, here we are. The cave. I suppose we should prepare for anything. And by that I mean we should send the Sahugan in first and see if there's any traps.
Yes, come back in 3 minutes, not dead, please.
Illy just snaps their fingers, and the Sahagrin will check for traps.
Okay. Let's have a look here. Our Sahagrin, that needs to be... I'll go with intelligence. How do you go? They get an 11 as they go traipsing in towards the cave mouth, like, nodding in agreement. And yes, Illy, yes, of course. And they go making their way towards the cave, and as they disappear into the darkness, are you just waiting for them to come back, or?
More listening for ah, my leg! I don't know, whatever.
With these Sahagrins, it'd be like, ooh.
Again!
Important point, would we have removed the ball gags?
Oh, good question.
That's a good point.
Look, I'm not getting close to these things.
Yeah, I don't want to touch them.
That's an Illy thing.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
I'll have removed one of them.
Okay.
So one has and one hasn't.
He looks. The one that had it removed looks jealous. Not the other one. Just kept to keep it. No. Okay. And they make their way into the cave. You do not hear any startled and or enjoyable cries coming from the cave, and make your way into as they make their way into the darkness. And after a short time, they do come out, and they're like, and the one is just like, "There's no danger, unfortunately, but we could see the lights you mentioned, the flickering purple lightning type, crashes in the back of the cave."
Perfect.
Do you think?
Let's go.
Do you think there's some way we could attach cables or something to channel the lightning or something?
We will cross that.
Very good, very good. And they lead the way ahead of you. Yes.
Of course.
Okay. You make your way back into the cave. Are you stealthing in here, or what are we doing?
And I plus Moid stealth because I imagine it's a lot of squelching.
Oh yeah, any adventurer can stealth.
Okay.
Yeah, I think Ove would be slinking against the walls. Something about being underground is very, very upsetting. It's not about the trees and the boughs that he's used to. So dirt and stone is making him very nervous and on edge.
Fair.
Being as comfortable underground as he is on the deck of a ship, I think Uwu is just checking the acoustics of the room with pirate shanties as he is as he's walking forward. Yeah, mostly what I'd like to do is I'd like to use this as an assistance to the stealth checks of everyone else.
Okay. So to be, yeah, I'll say that. Yeah. So if he was willing to be the focus of attention, then the others can get advantage. Definitely.
Right.
Ove's going to be invisible anyway, so that's good.
Oh.
Right. I believe.
Oh yeah, as soon as anything goes down, it's like, what?
Are you acquainted with this unicorn? I don't think so. Does it know your name?
Definitely not. Never lost a hand of poker to it.
I swear. Okay, so as you disappear into the darkness, I'm going to pause there for a moment and just give a shout out once more. We are playing this randomly generated adventure with these amazing characters and these amazing players for the benefit of the Fantastic Games for Love. If you are able to donate, we have fantastic giveaways to do. Tickets for every $5 donated, you can get yourself a Hero Forge mini or a subscription to Sirenscape as a prize for entering today in this session. And that will also go into the grand prize draw with lots and lots of incredible prizes up for grabs. So if anyone is able, thank you for dropping the link there in the chat. Please give generously and you can influence play. There's lots of options there to jump in. So there's the donation link there. Let's see if we can get up towards 1,000 and see if we can make a quarter of our way there, as we have several more sessions to go. But we have a lofty goal, so please, if you're able to help us, please do. Okay, so you make your way into the darkness of the cave, and Ili and Ove and Kosek, if you would like to make a stealth check with advantage.
Ah.
18 for
15.
Kosek.
18, 15?
Yes, 15.
22.
Nice. Okay, so for an average of, hang on a second, 18, 15, 22. Okay, yes, yeah, average of 18 there, yeah. So, nice high average there. You start to make your way into the cave. Uwu? Any favourites that you're singing here?
Mostly just limericks. There once was a pirate named Bates, danced a hornpipe for all of his mates, but he slipped on his cutlass and made himself nutless. Now he's just squirtless on dates.
Bravo.
Bravo.
Thank you.
Nice.
Yeah.
Says
Small
says
cracks
says,
hiding.
says the unicorn. Yes, well done. Oh wait, who are you? You echo off the cave walls, and there is a snort of anger, and the rest of you see this little glow of Polly, the fire beetle, on Ubu's shoulder as they stride towards the interior. You see, not too far in down the tunnel, there is a grotto that was illuminated by this bioluminescence that Kosek had seen in their magical scrying. And you do see at the back an altar-like stone with strange glyphs and carvings, unnerving, almost seeming to shift under the eye, as you see standing before it, majestic, its horn, mane, flickering with this silent yet unearthly kind of purple lightning, the corrupted avatar of LaRue. It turns to you, Ubu. A very interesting rhyme. Who are you? What are you doing here? Speak before you are destroyed.
I am the dread pirate Uwu. And I am here to introduce my brick to your face.
At this point, Obe is going to take out his bow and knock an arrow.
Fair.
Now, you have a
Like,
choice.
there's a small sigh of, oh no. This is,
You have a choice. Oh yeah, no. Uwu's a man of very simple words and logic. Now you have a choice here: either surrender quietly or be bludgeoned to death the hard way. And trust me, after spending even an iota of time with one of my teammates, you never want to go the hard way.
Fair. Okay, so
As this thing, it's called unicorn pegging. It's not for everyone.
Speak for yourself.
They're supposed to be stealthing.
Who's that? Okay, so wow. Let me see here. Sorry, I'm just quickly grabbing something here. Okay.
I've always wanted to brick a unicorn to death.
Are you gonna just heft? You're gonna just like hurl it, or are you using this as a?
Look,
as a
at this
weapon?
point in time, I'm adding myself the challenge. If I can go this entire game and only use a brick as a weapon, I will count that as an unequivocal win.
Fair. Okay, so let me have a look here. Okay.
Do we see the bone rod?
No, but you see this. You see this kind of.
I
What's
was
the
like,
word?
not yet, but give me a minute.
Yeah, there's a small thing protruding,
You know
but
what
you
I
might
mean.
need to pull it.
You know what I mean?
Welcome in. Thank you. Okay, so you do not. But you see this altar. It's clearly something to do with this altar at the back of the cavern here. Okay, so you threaten this creature here, Dread Captain Uwu, and it turns angrily, pouring at the stone hoofs, causing sparks on the cave floor as it turns to charge you, and it's going to kick off initiative, I think.
Woo!
Okay, so everyone, please roll for me, and let's kick this off here.
Ooh.
No, we had that one before. Let's go with some
Oh.
old Avernus
Oh,
roll.
yeah.
Okay. And let me grab the order here and get you four in there. If you just select your number there and type your initiative in. If someone else is typing at the same time, it won't work. So give it a second.
I did not want a natural 20, but I got a natural 20.
Nice.
Okay. Let's look here. Okay, how am I doing? Oh, me too, Patch.
Wow.
Question. Do the Sahagwin go on my turn? Or
No, I gave them their own initiative. They're 16.
cool.
Is everyone in there? Okay, nice. Hey, welcome everyone. Good to have so many of you here. Thanks for joining us. We are raising funds for Games for Love. If you're able, please do donate and cause some shenanigans here as we get into the requested big fight. Okay, so Illy, you are first.
I am first. Okay. Was hoping for more time to figure out what I'm going to do. So we're just going to come out of the bat. I'm going to
No, well,
fire a.
Phoenix Iraqi rules. You can drop yourself down the tornado.
It's all good. It's all good. I'm gonna fire a second level guiding bolt at this bitch. So that's gonna be a 21 to hit.
Oof. Yep, that definitely hits.
Okay, and then let me remember how you do this in roll 20. That's. Oh no, that's the third level. Wait. That's to hit. Okay, 1 second. Sorry.
You got this. I think if you just click where it says guiding bolts, it'll give you the damage. In the chat.
Yeah. 1 second. Second level. There we go. 14.
Okay, yeah, 14 radiant damage on this corrupted unicorn.
Oh, sorry, 16.
Plus 2 radiant. Yep, so 16.
Yeah.
Okay, so yep, whoosh, and the sparkles of your magic play across it and light it up even more and give advantage to the next one there. Thank you. Oh, by the way, did you? Oh yeah, because it rolls with advantage. I was gonna say because you had, you're from hidden there, unaware of your presence, and it turns its main flickering as it sees this new adversary jump into the fray here. Okay, thank you. Next up is Uwu.
Preying on that moment that his attention was drawn to the guiding bolt. I get advantage on this, don't I? Now that he is all lit up and stuff.
Yep.
I'm gonna brick this unicorn.
Let's do it.
Do it.
All right.
Phantom, thank you for that donation, you legend.
All right, with advantage. That is a 19 on the dice with a +5 to my hit. Now I am actually going to be using Pummelstone here, and if you would allow me to just use it as like flavor for me breaking with this thing.
Mm-hmm.
So on a hit, it'll do 1d6 bludgeoning, and when it makes its next when it makes an attack roll and ability check during its next turn, I can subtract a d4 from it. So I'm gonna wang him for
Rick the unicorn.
5 points of damage.
Okay. Unicorn is going to be bricking it in a second. Right. So, Phantom, was that a? I was going to say, was that a health potion or a wild magic surge? I think I might know. Okay. Thank you. So that is going to be going to you, Uwu. So as you brick this unicorn, the magic of this chamber, the kind of phase-rest energy, that's familiar Underdark magic that you know so well, is up here in this cavern as well. And you are on the outskirts of the Underdark here, and you feel the phase-rest surge and spark around you. Would you give me a D100 on the ranger table, please?
Oh, damn. Okay. That is an 11.
11. Okay. Okay. You are frightened of the next beast you see. So Polly's like, "Wah, you want me to do something to him, boss?" You turn around.
No, just go over there, Polly. just a little further away. You know, just leave the cave. Because I forgot your initiative.
Hang on. Where is it? Here we go. Fire beetle, spurned by its master, slowly opens its carapace. The wings.
Get out of here. I don't even want to see you anymore.
Polly wants some sympathy.
Well, Polly will need to look in the dictionary between shit and syphilis, because that's the only place I have my sympathy.
Oh no. Oh, Polly. You just see this little red glow of firelight drifting off down into the cave mouth, out towards the freezing cold. Okay. And as we return, what was the damage on that roll? We got distracted by callous.
5.
Callous companion spurning. 5 damage.
Yes.
Okay, done. 5 bricked, and it has a minus.
So
Sorry.
let's see. On attack hit, yeah, must roll a d4.
Just,
Whenever it makes a check roll. So it takes a -3 on its attack rolls or ability checks.
Okay, thank you. Sorry, I was just laughing to myself because that's 5 damage puts it at exactly 69 hit points.
Also, that is way too many hit
What a
points.
saucy campaign this one!
Indeed. Okay, the unicorn just glares. He's like, that was so cold. How could you? And just some of its previous unicorn form, keeping back its compassion coming back in here as it sees you drive off your poor companion, and it comes charging at you, Uwu, with its horn and lightning tail flashing. And it is going to roll to hits with its horn. There's going to be a 23.
Yeah, no, y'all gonna hit me in my AC of 13.
Okay, you take 14 piercing damage.
Oh.
As it just like jabs at you with its horn there, and it does have 2 attacks. Okay, it also swings around its tail, which is crashing and crackling with lightning. I guess because Illy's revealed themselves, but they're not nearby, are they? Right? They're far away, I assume.
At a distance.
At a distance. Okay, thank you.
From a distance.
From a distance, okay. Okay, so with that tail attack, only a 12. Ooh, the tail misses.
You miss.
Okay,
You bastard.
I think it gets you kind of stuck on its horn, and it's trying to like shake you off and like bring its tail around, but it can't coordinate.
I said I wasn't into unicorn pegging.
And that brings us to the Sahagin. They are going to rush forward and attack with you there, Uwu. What's their deal here? Okay, they have, they have claws and bites that they're going to try
Yeah, they
here.
do.
What's the AC here? 14. Okay, so first one here, a bite and 2 claws. The bite hits. The second one's bite also hits, and the claws miss. Hit. Miss. Miss. Okay, but I've got a couple of bites in. Chomp, chomp.
All right, I hate to be that guy, but I know I'm gonna be.
What's up?
Doesn't one of them have a ball gag?
Fair. Fair. Thank you. No, that's very fair. I will give them a 3rd claw attack instead. Okay, so that... Appreciate your honesty.
Yeah.
Okay, so that is 7 piercing from the first one there. The claw attack came in with 8 slashing, so that is 15, and then another claw attack. Misses, I'm afraid. Okay, so 15 damage there from the servants of Illy. 15, extra piercing and slashing. So just like raking at it, like just leaping on it, like I'm trying to get it there. Look at $885. Thank you, everyone. Amazing. Okay, that brings us to Ove. What does the Ratatosk do?
So this stallion has just been ascended upon by these two fish folk, and everybody's going to raise up his bow and he's going to take a shot. But he forgets for a second this arrow that he's prepared, and he slowly watches this firefly drift up the cavern, shakes it off, and then he goes, "Okay, oh, no, we're in a combat situation," and he's going to let loose a shot from the shadows towards this beast with an 18.
Fantastic, that hits.
Beautiful. So that's going to.
Did you roll with advantage because you were out of sight?
Oh, sure. Let's do that. Okay, that's a natty.
Yeah, nice. Assuming, by which I assume you mean 20.
Yes.
Two natties.
Good natty. Good natty.
The good one. Okay, excellent. Now in Phoenix UK rules, that means you get the maximum damage plus a roll of the dice. So what is the damage roll for it?
So it's 8 plus 5. So it's just the roll?
It's a d8 plus 5 for the damage?
Yes.
Okay, so
yes.
it's a d8 plus 13. So the maximum possible plus one more dice roll.
Beautiful. Shit. 4. And then plus sneak attack damage?
Yep.
Would be 3. So 7 plus 13?
Well, what's your sneak attack dice?
Just d6.
D6? Okay, so it's 7 plus 13, so that's 20. Plus the maximum on the dice possible as well, because it was a crit on the sneak attack as well. So that is 26 damage.
Whoa!
This corrupted unicorn is looking bloodied, which means it's half HP or less. Spoilers, it's less.
There's a little bit of shock in everybody's eyes. Like, and I'll do it again.
Was this like this tiny little bow with like a pine needle arrow? He's like,
yeah, so he's 3 foot. This longbow for him is like it's 3 foot tall, and it's about a 1 foot arrow.
This tiny little guy. He just like went straight into his ear or something.
It's like gone into like its tear duct.
Yeah.
Wow, amazing. Okay, so as this corrupted unicorn feels the wrath of the Ratatosk warrior lurking in the shadows. Okay, thank you. Brings us to Kosek, the centaur.
Ooh, Kosek reaches up and just kind of wipes a single tear from his cheek as he reflects on the heartbreak of this fire beetle as it disappears.
Fair.
He gathers his courage and prances out onto the battlefield like a grand marshal of a parade with his stone staff twirling in his hand. And he slams it down on the ground and he says to the unicorn, "I came here to get you hard, and I'm going to cast Flesh to Stone."
Oh, okay. I see. We were on the same page for a moment there. Amazing.
Flesh to Stone. I need a saving throw, con saving throw, please.
Constitution saving throw. Okay,
DC
what's the
is 15.
DC 15? Okay, there is a
Yep.
+2 in a play here. So I'm going to roll it in Twitch chat for transparency here. I need a 13 or higher. That is a 12!
Oh,
one shy.
Fantastic.
Tell me what happens.
The unicorn hardens. Flesh turns to stone. They can make another con save at the end of each of their turns, but until then, they are petrified.
No! Yikes. Yes, one of the more powerful magic items that was randomly rolled for the party.
Yeah, it's pretty sick.
Wow.
That is
just
the
full on
that is the
petrified?
stone staff. Yep.
Wow. Okay. Let me just remind myself of the condition rules there. Condition petrified. Okay. They are incapacitated. They cannot move, speak, unaware of their surroundings. Attack rolls have advantage. Automatically fails strength and dexterity saving throws. But it has resistance to all damage. So the downside. Silver linings for me, I guess.
Now let's find that bone rod.
True. True. Yeah, you are free to do as you will. You have your movements. Kosek, are you going to go galloping over to the altar?
Yeah, I would say I use probably half my movement easily on my prancing, my pre-attack prance.
Fair.
And then I will just kind of like saunter over to the altar and take a look.
Okay.
Look-see.
Yeah, no problem. That'll take an action to investigate, so we'll come to that next time.
Okay.
Illy, what are you doing? This corrupted avatar of LaRue has been petrified.
Indeed, and I had a plan, and that plan's just completely changed.
Fair.
I think I will do as just previously aforementioned. I will go and try and look for the knobbed head stick or whatever it was, the bone daddy stick. I don't know.
Kosek, you found a perfect way around this. The corrupted avatar is immune to being charmed, paralyzed, or poisoned, but not petrified. So it can be paralyzed in a very specific way. So I think because that immunity doesn't, go over to the petrified condition. Okay.
Right.
Yes, Illy, you go running over to the altar there.
I will take a look.
And give you an investigation check.
Investigation. That's 7.
Okay, I'm afraid you cannot make head nor tail. This is not the horny writings of the gods you're accustomed to. I'm afraid. Okay, and back to Captain Uwu there. Stone on stone violence here. You're muted, mate.
Yeah, I'm continuing to brick this statue.
Fair. With advantage.
Which, yeah. So I'm gonna roll with advantage. That is a 20, not a natural.
Okay, that hits.
Which is 3 points of damage and a -4 to his attack and ability checks.
Okay, that is going to be halved though, as it's resisted, down to 1 damage. Just chip a little bit of stone off.
Oh, I'll take my time with you.
Oh, Illy approves, I'm sure. It's like, oh yes, savor every moment.
I'm so proud of all of them.
The Sahagin just like step back and just admiring the work. Yeah, it's like, it's beautiful. Okay, but I do get to make my save again.
Oh, John, real quick, I just reread this spell.
Yep.
So it is not petrified yet. It is restrained.
Okay.
However, it needs to make the con save at the end of each of its turn. If it fails 3 con saves, it is petrified.
But if
then it becomes petrified. But if not, then it's
okay. But if it passes 1, then it's escaped.
correct. Yep.
Okay. Well, restraint still has advantage, so that's okay for Uwu.
Yeah.
But it doesn't have the resistance anymore though, Uwu. So that's 2 more damage.
Ah!
Okay. So yes, you just see it's almost like the floor, the stone of the floor of the cavern is starting to kind of seep up its legs, and you see its hooves and its flanks start to change this kind of stony grey color as it starts to try and escape and get away from that. That's just at the end of its turn, Kosek?
Yes.
Okay. Let's see here. Attack rolls. The creature attack have. Okay. So that was a minus what? Sorry, Uwu?
-4.
Minus the 4? Okay, so with disadvantage and -4, it is going to try and use its horn against. Let's see here, actually. We have the Suhagun up in the mix here as well.
I just have to say, there's something so wonderful, and never knowing that I needed to hear it. It's just hearing you go, sorry, Uwu. What a gift.
I was like, yes, Dad got this name, but then never actually stopped and thought that it was us that had to use the name.
Yeah.
To refer to themselves. Okay, that is. I'm not going to roll the second one because that was a natural 1 on the first one. So coming in at a -4, it misses you, Captain. There we go. Haha. Found the workaround.
Well, technically I'm a first mate, so
Oh, damn it. Okay. It misses you with its horn there, first mate. And then the tail is going to go for one of the Suhagen. Also with a disadvantage. Let's It's a 19 or a 15. What's their AC? Oh, misses. These are beefy boys. The Duchess has some fine taste.
Strong leather.
Yeah,
Like, you know.
these guys are buff. They've got AC of 20 and 97 hit points.
Yeah.
So you did well to
Damn.
you did well to get them onto your
That-
side.
Thanks.
They're like nearly 10 times as powerful as me.
Yep.
I think most of us. I turn around and say, "Yar, you couldn't hit water if you fell out of a boat."
Okay, it is their turn. No, they're not so good on the damage though. Although now with advantage. Let's see how we go. So that was 1 bite. Oh, it misses though. Damn it. I guess they bit into a stony part, unfortunately. Ah! And then the claws hits. Natural 20
Yeah.
and hits.
Nice.
Wow, all of the claws go just clawing into this thing here. So that is going to be how many was it? That was 5. Okay, 5d8. Let's see here. What do I think it is here? Boom. 5d8 there. That's 22 plus a max, so that is 11. So that is 33 slashing damage there.
Whoa.
Damn.
This thing is looking very, very rough indeed. Okay, and that brings us back to our Ratatosk friend.
I guess seeing the siege on this beast and the slowly encroaching stone, Owe is going to take a step out of the shadows because he realizes it doesn't need to be hidden anymore.
Yes.
And he's going to knock another arrow, this time licking the fletching with his tiny little squirrel tongue and imbuing it with his chaotic strikes, adding a strange lightning damage which courses through the arrow. He's going to slowly pull it back, close one eye, and then loose that arrow towards this beast's base.
With advantage, because I rolled a 7 on my con save there. It is still...
But I love to hear with a 21.
Nice, that definitely hits. What's the damage?
This arrow is going to soar through the air and collide with its face, hitting with an 11.
11.
Plus 2. 13.
I was about to say the creature is on its last legs until you said there was a plus involved. 'Cause 11. No. 11 wasn't going to be enough, but plus 2 is going to be enough. Forgeling, as we say here on the channel, tell me what happens.
So, the arrow now, the wooden arrow, surprisingly, acting as a conduit for this chaotic energy that is now imbued it, starts to radiate. It launches from the bow, and it seems to almost hover for a second before, like a slingshot, it is sent straight forward towards the head of the beast. Colliding just below the horn, it caves it straight into the skull, and there is a small... as it sends straight through.
Wow, okay, yes, and then just the lightning that's kind of playing around its form just seems to almost like dissipate and like just go out across the stone and rock of the cavern here, through some of the crystals in the walls here, and the creature just lets out one last kind of roar of defiance, reaches back up, like pouring at the air, and crashes down, completely crushing one of the Suhagwin, and they're just like, yes! And it crumbles to the floor of the cavern, and we are left alone. The creature's defeated.
It went better than I expected.
It did. That was a mighty fine fight. One moment, please.
And I'm gonna break the horn off the
Please do.
unicorn.
Absolutely. Okay.
Owe's going to sort of almost stomp up to Uwu, and he's going to look at the stone in his hand, look him directly in the eye, and try and slap it out of his hand.
Ah.
Stop it!
What? My brick or the horn?
Oh no, the brick.
Oh, my brick.
It's like you're doing a bit and you're not taking this seriously.
Oh, that's very. You know what? You're right. You're right. It was
that was a bit of my. That was a bit. You know, I saw what y'all were doing, and you know, you were just so fierce. And
No,
I have
don't
a
try
ho-
and compliment me. Look at Ove. He's. Oh, sorry, Osek and Illy. They look terrified. One of them's gelatinous, and the other one's got the is possibly gelatinous too, morally.
I sort of lift up my shirt, and I just sort of start fingering this hole that is now just above my liver.
What?
Do you reckon? Do you reckon a little bit of? Do you reckon a little bit of? A little bit of salt, and I think it'll be fine.
If only you had some source of fire to cauterize that.
Yeah, just it should be fine. Just some whiskey, and it'll be good. You know, it's just a light impaling is all. Have you seen Polly? I feel like I don't know what happened, what came over me, but I was suddenly just startled.
I think we all saw
Polly. Polly, I'm sorry, come back.
There is no sound except the howling of winds.
Oh no,
Echoing
I think I set my animal companion into a blizzard. I'm a horrible father.
Illy, do what you need to do. You've brought the worst out of us.
While all that is going on, can I try and find this rod of ghastly might?
Yes, indeed.
Can I assist with that
Please do.
investigation? Search?
Just roll an investigation to see how long it takes. You will find it eventually, but see how quickly.
Is that the only one hit by the unicorn?
I think so.
I think it was.
Which is good because that would have killed Kosek.
Same.
Yeah.
I got 17 investigation.
Okay, there we go. Yes, so relatively quickly you do discover markings on this strange altar-like obelisk of stone amongst the carvings and disturbing glyphs. And as you press it, the top of it rotates and triangulates, breaks into triangles and spins open. And inside, you see grinning up at you the bone-white skull atop this rod of ghastly power here. Ghastly might.
Well, only one way to keep this safe. I'm gonna put it inside me. Because I am
like a stapler in Jello.
I exactly like a stapler in Jello, and then I just fasten my coat back up. Whew. There we go. I'm sure nothing bad will come of this.
Oh, you know, that's not what they mean when they say there's a little evil in all of us. But I suppose this'll do. But I don't suppose any of you can, mend things, flesh for one.
No.
Well, that's peachy. That's all right. All right.
Don't look at the cleric.
So
I have one healing spell. I will use it.
Hey.
You really want to watch the succubus cleric fill your hole? I don't think this is a good
actually,
idea.
you know what? I'll be fine. It's fine. I'm just gonna walk this off. No, it's fine, Illy. Yep, I'm good. Look, I'm feeling better already. And I'm bleeding. It just bleeds a little bit harder as he stands up. It's just.
Illy, as you reach forwards to try and administer your healing upon your friend here, First Mate Uwu, you feel a click in your stomach as your gelatinous form depresses one of the 5 buttons on the rod of ghastly might. Please roll me a d5, so roll half a d10.
Okay. Oh, okay.
And as you start to make your way out of the cave, what happens to Illy?
D10. That's D10. I rolled a 10, so a 5.
A 5. Okay. Let's have a look here.
Blocks fall, everyone dies.
I see. Okay. Noted. Okay, so that was a lucky one. That was a lucky one. It remains in its normal form. But
Oh, what?
it remains in its normal form, but you extinguish all non-magical flames within 30 feet of you. So, if anyone
Excuse me.
if anyone had a torch, it's just like, it's just gone out. Unfortunately, I was hoping for a one there. I'm afraid, the rod's head erupts in a fiery nimbus of abyssal energy. But hey,
Oh my god.
never mind.
So for us, we don't actually notice anything happening.
No.
Yeah,
And
okay.
he's just like, bit of indigestion. Okay.
All right.
and-
Well, so we've killed the evil unicorn thing, got a trophy, and managed to secure the large artifact of evil. Well, where to now, gents? And
I
oozes.
actually have some friends who are in charge of dealing with evil magic items. Actually, I might be able to make us some money.
Why are we not surprised?
Actually,
You have
Illy,
a lot of friends.
you know, with the power of this rod of ghastly might in your control, you could go and take the Duchess's castle for yourselves.
Ooh.
Yes.
And the rest of the Sahara, of course. The ensuite Sahara.
So, here's what I'm thinking. Do we want a crib? Because I can totally make that happen.
Yes, but that one?
That's all I needed to hear.
No, I want. Look, my home is the sea. I can't. How am I supposed? Where am I going to park my boat in that stupid castle? Yes.
Well, if you think
the
about
big
it,
questions.
the
Absolutely.
sea is the ice is the sea. I don't know. We'll figure it out.
And
It
as
seems like low-hanging fruit, but can you really imagine a sea man staying in that pillar?
Oh, I've seen plenty of low-hanging fruit in my time.
Man does not belong in the pillar.
Yes.
okay, so as you talk,
This castle will have no seamen living in that wall.
the greater questions that do vex your minds as you successfully emerge from the cave and out into the frigid cold of Icewind Dale once more. The wind whips around you as you disappear into the blizzard, back towards the fortress of the Dark Duchess, to claim it for yourselves, or to give it a very wide berth as you see fit. And as the four silhouettes of our adventurers here disappear into the snow, and we wrap things up for today, we draw back from the scene, up onto a cliffside above the ravine, to a dull red glow in the snow. Polly wants revenge.
Oh no.
And we will stop
Bum-bum.
there.
Nice.
Yes, indeed. Thank you very, very much for a suitably chaotic edition of One Shot Roulette there. So, yes, the spiel we got there was that the PCs had to subdue a unicorn. It might involve Sahagwin. There is an aggressive necromancer who has important information for them. They are part of the same faction as a character, as in Illy's church. The character starts in a chase scene. Partway through, there is a big fight, and afterwards, there is a reward of a castle.
Ah, cool.
Very well
Hell
done.
yeah.
There it is. There it is. Okay, so thank you for bringing that to life. Thank you for that. Those fine people in chat there laughing along with us. Absolute pleasure to have you all here. Thank you so much. Last chance, everyone. If you want to get into the giveaway, we are about to draw our winners for that and see just yes. Who was in chat. Do I need a new emote now?
Yes.
The first mate, ooh.
First mate.
There you are, folks. Actually, there you go. If before we get to our prize draw, if somebody for the paltry sum of $15 puts us over 900 on our way to our goal here, I will get a Phoenix doing an uwu emote. anyone at all, jump into that giveaway, and a mere $15 for a Phoenix uwu. The legacy of Dead Aussie Gamer will be forever on the channel. Okay, and that will also get you into the giveaway and get you a chance to win a Sirenscape subscription or a Hero Forge mini. Please do jump in on that of your own design, and also into the grand giveaway as well. Okay, lots of incredible prizes up for grabs. Please, if you're able, can we drop the donation link in chat once more as we finish up here? Thank you kindly. There it is, folks. Get yourself into 2 giveaways, today's and the grand prize one, and create. I do have slots available for emotes. That will be very doable.
So many innuendos.
I mean,
Innuendo.
There has to be a lasting effect on the channel somehow. The scar of this one shot shall live on.
The taint, if you will.
Ah, I see. Oh, self-inflicted. Thank you, Thomas. Thank you so much. I will definitely do that. Do not you worry. Okay. Wow. I wasn't expecting that was to be where our next emote comes from. I was wondering I was going to do a poll in Discord or something, but okay. Okay, this is
People
how
have spoken.
They have.
No, this deserves to be what it is.
Yep.
It's embarrassing.
Okay.
It was.
Bringing us to the grand total of $900.30. And 30 cents. Don't forget the 30 cents. A massive turnout already. Thank you so much, everybody, for the incredible support for our event so far. But there's still plenty to go as well. So we are looking forward to getting in on all of those extra sessions and getting on towards our goal, our lofty goal of 4,000, trying to get up and above our previous record of 3.5. Can we do it? I think we can. There are stretch goals along the way as well, so jump in and unlock those if you want the chance to win more giveaways. Every session has its own giveaways, and of course every ticket goes into the grand prize draw as well, helping out the fabulous folks at Games for Love and all of the incredible work that they do with kids in hospital and the extended mental care that goes on beyond that. But for today, we can go and thoroughly wash our hands of this one shot and these characters as we say goodbye to these fabulous players. Thank you all so much. Let's go back around the opposite way that we started. Illy, when you are not a plasmoid lust cleric, where can people find you in the material plane?
When I am not discovering new things about myself, you can find me here every other Friday on QuestJunkiesUK in the Chisentis Tyranny campaign, which is always an amazing time. But you can find me every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday over on Quest Junkies, where we play lots of D&D. We do Vampire the Masquerade. We will be doing some new stuff very, very soon, which we're very much looking forward to sharing with you all. Yeah, I will say that our Friday Curse of Strahd campaign is we have to put out a disclaimer that it is very 18+. Basically, everything you saw from me tonight.
I think anyone that's still here doesn't need that disclaimer. It's okay.
That's true. So what you saw tonight, like that turned up to 11, is our Friday nights on Quest Junkies. So if that sounds like your kind of thing, come say hi. But thanks for letting me take part as always, John. Always an absolute pleasure.
Likewise, my friend. Likewise. Thank you. And our Centaur Witch Wizard on the material plane.
Hey, that was a blast. You guys are super fun to play with. Thanks to everybody in the chat for getting involved with the fundraiser. My name is Dave. You can find me over at Guild Superior, where I play games, produce games, and run games with a bunch of people. We have a great little community over there. Come on over and check it out. Actually, come on over and check it out in 45 minutes, because we will be kicking off a new campaign as part of the TTRPG mega stream for Games for Love. It is The Walking Dead.
Fantastic.
So,
okay.
It's gonna be
So I'll be going off here and quickly switching over those rewards on the donation tracker.
That's right.
quick handoff there. Okay, thank you. And ooh. If you'd be so kind.
Yeah. Hi guys. My name's Michael. I'm the Dead Aussie Gamer. This is not my place, but this is still my face. And you can find it over on my channel at the Dead Aussie Gamer, where I do a ton of TTRPGs. I do a lot of Pathfinder, but it's really, really funny that you mentioned this because I also do a Walking Dead game on Saturday mornings, which I am currently playing a DAG versus The Walking Dead, where I play me in The Walking Dead and chat is the GM as I try to live. It's it's fun. There's a donation that's gonna cause the plane that I'm about to board to crash, so I need to prepare for that. Thanks. Some of those people are in chat right now. But
You know what you
yeah,
did.
but it is a lot of fun. But outside of that, guys, if you want to check out me and all the cool performance stuff that I do, I am currently on the cast at Careful Cantrip. We've got our big season finale coming up this Tuesday night for the folks in the US, Wednesday morning for us in Australia. And if you can, and this is just an implored for me because this is one of the first times I've actually done a podcast. I'm currently doing a podcast live play with One Shot Questers on their channel One Shot Campaigns. We're playing Monsters in the Mist, which is a game where modern day people have to put monsters from the monster manual back into the monster manual because they've been unleashed onto an unsuspecting modernized world. So it's a really, really fun, cool little thing that we do there. So yeah, if you guys can check it out and throw some likes onto that one, that'd be freaking awesome.
Awesome,
Bloody
awesome.
champions.
One Shot Quest is good people, and I'm sure that's a great adventure. Thank you. And our Ratatusk Ranger Rogue with those deadly tiny arrows.
Sorry, like I said, this is just
I need to screenshot that for the emote. Thank you. Yeah, I got it.
Yeah, that's cute. Okay. My name's Thomas. I go by Forgeling, and I'm one of the characters of Deerstalkers One for All. We make D&D content, and we prance out and pretend, and that's kind of what we all do. And it's really exciting to be a part of that universe. So, if you haven't seen the show, please go check it out. We put a lot of effort and a lot of love and a lot of work into it, and I guess that's the angle that I'm shooting from. I'm sorry.
It's so nice.
It's not
like,
great.
So great. Having watched it for a while, just like seeing like the increase of like the costumes and everything that's recent. It's so good, so good. Just.
It's a huge passionate team, and like we've got everything from like costume designers to what's the word for it? They write songs, composers. There's the word. All really just being passionate and putting their whole hearts into it. So hopefully people can enjoy that. It's super special for us.
Thank you. All the links are in chat there, friends. Go and catch all of that good stuff. We are QuestJunkiesUK. We play lots of D&D and other TTRPGs, and we have had the absolute pleasure of kicking off this year's Game for Love TTRPG mega stream with our friends over at Guild Superior, and it has been absolutely amazing. We're just 4 streams in of 17, Dave, right? We are 4 streams in of 17 and already just shy of a quarter of the way there. Absolutely incredible. Thank you all so much for your support. In any way, even if it's just spreading the word of what's going on, if you can follow us on the socials and get that signal boost out there, and just get more folks over here to help us with this amazing cause and to enjoy these amazing players and adventures as they randomly happen. We have a part 3, round 3 I should say, of One Shot Roulette, but that's not going to be until next Friday the 10th. We have the fantastic Jeremy Cobb of 3 Black Halflings joining us, along with Josh the Pirate and Mother of Bunnies from Corsair's Cove, and the fabulous Safia from our channel here, who will be returning to us not only for that one-shot roulette game, but also on the Saturday after the premiere of our new campaign starting on the channel, as we have the first session of Fandelver and Below, the Shattered Obelisk. Cannot wait. I've never played the classic, so I'm very excited to delve into that and all of the new toys that they've added into it with the re-release. And that is not all that's happening. If my players will bear with me for a moment, there is a few things to shout out here, and then we will be drawing our winners. Anyone who wants to jump in that giveaway, last minute chance here, we're going to be drawing the winners in just a moment. But have a feast on this. An incredible lineup of amazing games coming up here. we are done for the week here, but we are passing off the baton over to Guild Superior with, as you said, in just a short time, their premiere of The Walking Dead, and then on into a Nurvaden one-shot. Then back to us at the end of the weekend or start of next week, depending where you are in the world, as we dive back into the jungles of Chult, meeting a new character after I killed DM Charlie's character. New character being introduced into the mix in Tomb of Annihilation. Then on November 6th, we have a fantastic one-shot from the minds over at Dan Karn, Frictionless Dan, as you may also know them, as we delve into a one-shot from Gorman's Guide to Gastromancy, an incredible food-themed, wizard-like, and all sorts of cool ancestries and backgrounds and subclasses and things based around food. That is an incredible product over on the DM's Guild. And we are going to be playing the one-shot there. DM Charlie in the DM's chair. I am playing along with authors of the book, Frictionless Dan himself, and Warrior, who you might remember as the creator of that fantastic Tarokka deck, that original Tarokka deck they were giving away in our Barovia games. There he is. Hey, check. And also the fantastic Michelle, the owner of Phoenix Dice, is going to be joining us for that game as well. It's going to be an incredible one. If you want to jump into our Discord, you'll get sneak peeks of certain pieces of art. You could very clearly see that it was the creative mind behind those beautiful Tarokka cards. We have gorgeous character art from Warrior for our characters, and I will be sharing that in the Discord before next week's game. So jump in there if you want to get sneak peeks and of everything that comes up. And we have the art for the Vandelver game as well, so that's going to be shown there before anywhere else, so don't miss that. Then it's back over to Superior Adventurers Guild for their Heroes of Greyhawk, the Triumphant Return, as they go back into the forests of Greyhawk and their adventures there. And then back to us, back down into the Underdark, more bioluminescence and the like, as we go back to our Out of the Abyss crew, battling their first Demon Lord as they try to free this incursion, free the material plane of this incursion from the Abyss. Then back over, we're kind of tennis matching it back and forth between the Guild Superior and us here. Yes, a Dragonbane one-shot coming up on the 9th. Then into the weekend for that last one-shot roulette game with Jeremy Cobb and friends and our Candlekeep Mysteries crew. Then the premiere of Vandelver and Below, and back for another Walking Dead. And then the fantastic Darling Creepshow joining our friends at Guild Superior for a Blade Runner one-shot. And finally, a D&D one-shot, The Seeds of Destruction, to round out the event. And then finally a thank you and a drawing of the grand prize winners from Dave and I on November 12th. An incredible lineup. Good luck saying all that at the end of your session, Dave. Yeah, it's a lot. It is a lot. So, lots of amazing things. Incredible support from all of our wonderful sponsors. If I can just shout them out one more time. The fantastic Free League Publishing, the incredible Adventure Slang, CZRPG, Phoenix Dice, Frictionless Dan, Hero Forge Minis, World Anvil, this incredible planning tool. We wish that Janet could have been with us today, although maybe she's happy that she wasn't. and the incredible artistic talents of Darling Creepshow with an originally hand-painted mini, and the incredible Lexi offering to do a usually $160 worth full coloured, full shaded waist up art of your OC. The incredible folks over at Idle Champions giving us codes to unlock all sorts of goodies for that game, and of course Sirenscape and Trolllord Games coming in with amazing prizes. All of that up for grabs in that final grand prize draw, as we say thank you in a very 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 splendid way to all of your wonderful support. The follows and the subs as well today, thank you for getting that wheel of shenanigans spinning, always a pleasure. And that is where we shall leave things for today. Thank you all so much. Absolutely wonderful stuff. And we are going to head off raiding. Let's see who's on and about at the moment. Here's someone we haven't gone and raided into for a while. Speaking of Josh's, as we were, Dag. Let us raid over into Fried Dice Paradise. Our friend Josh over there in Singapore. A massive thank you to everyone who's joined us, and these delightful players. Thank you so much. And this is only going to be a thing in this session. This is not a channel thing now. This is not a channel thing.
You say that.
So, dear friends, thank you all, and we look forward to seeing you next time. But till we do, stick around for that raid if you've got them. Let those phoenixes fly. But till next time, as we like to say around these parts. Ooh. Oh, yes, I mean, sorry.
Oh, it is a channel thing.